All right, this is take one of the LG Velvet unboxing. Hello and welcome to a very special unboxing because in front of me I have the brand new LG Velvet. In fact, I have 4 colors of the new phone. In addition to the dual screen, which we'll get into in a second, I have 4 of the 10 colors of the Velvet available across the world, although obviously certain colors are available in only certain places. I have no idea which one's which, so let's see what's inside, shall we? The box itself is pretty clean. What is inside box number 1? We have, what color is this? Ooh. Oh, dude, look at that. Oh, wait, I gotta take off the plastic here. So pleasant. Hello and welcome to your brand new phone. First impression, this is an incredibly thin phone. But when you look at the way that the color, and especially the light sort of reflects, it almost kind of goes between like orange with a little bit of blue, and it even has a little bit of green based on the way you sort of move it around. It is a really striking looking phone. But on top of that, it feels incredibly thin. Now there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, it actually is thin, but it also has a very nicely tapered edge on front and back, which means that the actual part of the phone that you're holding is super, super slim. That 3D arc design makes a big difference. And what else makes a big difference? Take a look on the bottom. This, in keeping with LG tradition, is still keeping the 3.5mm headphone jack. So yes, you get to have your cake and eat it too, with 5G and, well, I mean, obviously, a very, very nice design. Before we get too far into the phone, let's see what else we have in the box. So first up, we have our paperwork, which has all of our information on it. And we also have a little SIM card eject tool. These are very handy. Sometimes you gotta eject some SIMs. We also have a USB-A to C cable, as well as an LG fast charging brick. The white does a good job of showing off just how clean this design is. You can also see the raindrop camera design. So this is something new for the LG Velvet. And essentially what you see here is your larger wide angle 48 megapixel camera. You also have your ultra wide, your depth sensor, and your flash. Look at this green. Oh, this is absolutely the one I'm gonna use. I'm absolutely switching over to this one like right now. Come on, green is the best color for a phone, right? We've seen white phones, we've seen black phones, we've seen gray phones, we've seen red phones, but that, I can get myself set up in it. This is mine. I'm just saying, this is the one that I'm using. So immediately you get the option to hide the status bar, so you can sort of get rid of the notch, or you can leave it. I personally prefer to leave it. You also can switch which navigation bar style you want to use. So you can use the old school Android, or you can use the newer Android 10 style, and that's definitely what I prefer. And you can also change your home screen. So you can do a home or a home and an app drawer. I think I want the app drawer.
So, thanks to our good friend LG, who very
that is very loud. So this idea behind the LG Velvet is to give you an excellent video watching experience. So not only do you have the 6.8-inch POLED display with the 20.5:9 aspect ratio, but that's also backed up with the idea that you have not only the headphone jack, and of course Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. So with everything set up, let's talk about the 5 major new features behind the philosophy of the new LG Velvet. Starting out with number 1, which is the POLED display as well as the 3D arc design. So first of all, obviously LG has made excellent looking OLED displays for quite a while, but this is the first time that they've combined that with the 3D arc design, which means that not only does it feel great in the hand, but it also feels great to use. So because you have that nice curve on either side of the corner, as well as of course on the back, it means that when you're doing things like the swipe gesture on Android, it feels very nice, it feels very fluid, and on top of that, the screen is excellent looking. But you also have stereo speakers built in, and they're loud.
not only ready for PC games, but also for the next generation of consoles.
Sounds like I'm talking beside myself. The third feature of the LG Velvet is the camera. So with the raindrop camera, obviously it looks nice, but it also has to have the performance to back that up. And as a content creator, when I look at a new phone, one of the most important things is always that camera. So first of all, we have the 48 megapixel main camera, but we also have that combined with a ton of excellent modes as well. So we have not only ASMR recording, but we also have voice bokeh, something I'm gonna get into a little bit more detail later. But of course you have time-lapse mode, and if I scroll over here to more, we do have a manual camera mode. So if you really want to get the most out of the LG Velvet camera, if you want to get in and sort of really tweak pretty much all aspects of the camera, you can do that as well. And of course, if you'd like, you can go out to that ultra wide, you can take advantage of portrait. The main thing here is that in 2020, you cannot buy a new smartphone without an excellent camera, right? Like that's just pretty much off the table. You really need to have a very high bar of quality to compete. And at least on first example, the Velvet looks like it does deliver. The fourth major feature of the LG Velvet is the fact that it does come with 5G built in. So not to get too far into nerd town, but a lot of current 5G phones have to take advantage of a separate modem, which means that not only does that make the phone thicker, it also means that it is generally speaking going to take more power, and it means that the phone has to be a little bit bigger. However, because the LG Velvet is taking advantage of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G, it means it has an integrated modem, which is part of the reason why this phone is able to be so thin, and yet it does of course support those full 5G speeds, so you can download lots of things over 5G. The thing is, 5G is so fast, it's almost like, what can you even do to like stress it? It's just like, okay, download the game. Oh, it's done. You get the idea, 5G is fast. And if you're buying a new phone, you want to make sure that you are future-proofed as much as possible so that you're going to continue to get those higher-end speeds as 5G networks continue to roll out all over the world. The fifth major new feature is something that I'm personally really excited to try, which is the dual screen feature. The extra bulk isn't a smart solution. So I've briefly used the dual screen on some of LG's earlier G and specifically V series devices, but I want to see how it works with the Velvet, as obviously when it comes to adding a second screen, the actual phone being thin is very important. Dual screen gives you is essentially another identical looking POLED display, same size, same resolution, and it means that you get a ton more screen real estate to do whatever it is that you want to do. So maybe I want to watch YouTube on one screen and make notes on the other. Maybe I want to watch YouTube on two screens. I shouldn't do that, that's a bad idea. I probably shouldn't do that. Let me set this up here. So with the dual screen, I could say watch a video on one side while I'm scrolling through Chrome on another. And the nice thing is that the entire package actually has additional features. So you have a little external display which will give you things like notifications, the time and the date, and you have full access to not only your headphone jack and your speaker, but it also comes with a little adapter. So if you want, you can just attach it and you can charge it wired, or you can still take advantage of the wireless charging that is built into the LG Velvet. What do you think about the brand new LG Velvet? Definitely be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned. There's a whole lot more Velvet action coming your way. I mean, provided you're subscribed, of course. You are subscribed, right?